Tales of Balthazar, The Christmas Ogre, and His Courageous Elves. Written and narrated by O.C. Magoon. Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful little girl called Malika. Malika was the only child of a very wealthy couple. From the looks of things, she seemed to have it all. She was rich, beautiful, and very intelligent. Yet, there was one thing she desired above all. Oh, how she wished she could walk again.
Life has no taste anymore. I can never walk again.
Do not say that, Malika. You will certainly walk again.
Do not give me false hope, Mama. Please, I wish to be left alone.
But Malika,
Leave me alone, please.
The constant frustration of being confined to a wheelchair and not being able to walk and run, like every other child of her age, had turned Malika into a bitter and naughty kid. All day long, she threw tantrums, yelled at the staff, and would not listen to anyone.
Malika, you must stop acting like a spoiled child.
Leave me alone, please.
Malika, I said stop.
please, honey, be patient with her.
I get it that she is going through a lot, but she cannot keep acting this way. I will not tolerate that.
This situation left her parents so frustrated. But the more they offered to help, the more things worsened. The best doctors had examined her, and countless treatments had been attempted, but her legs remained stubbornly unresponsive.
There is no hope for my legs.
And on she complained. Then came the night before Christmas. Malika's mother, who loved Christmas so much, made sure their grand residence was always lavishly decorated, and the air was filled with a sweet scent of holiday delights. Despite the festive Christmas decorations, Malika stared at the beautiful pair of red shoes underneath the Christmas tree without much enthusiasm. Her mother had bought the beautiful pair of shoes the year before, but Malika had refused to try them on. This year again, her mother had left the shoes underneath the Christmas tree in hopes that maybe, just maybe, a miracle would happen.
If only those were magical shoes, then I would walk again.
What would you do if you were to walk again, she thought.
Well, I will run to Mama and Papa's bedroom and probably walk all around, non-stop, until my legs begin to hurt.
Why don't you try them on? She thought again.
What difference will it make if I try them on or not?
Just as she was going back and forth with her own thoughts, a sparkling light surrounded the red pair of shoes. Intrigued, Malika got closer to the Christmas tree, grabbed the sparkling pair of red shoes, and inserted one leg into the shoe, and then the next leg went in. To her greatest surprise, the second after, Malika was up on her feet, jumping, stomping, and dancing all around like she was on a dance floor.
Oh, what a Christmas miracle, I can walk.
This was a miracle. Sitting down for a bit, she removed her shoes and held them in both hands, mostly to admire its beauty.
This is the most beautiful day of my life. I must tell Mama and Papa that I can walk again.
Just then, one of the maid's cat named Malicious jumped up and snatched one pair of shoes off her hand. Quickly, Malicious dashed out of the house, leaving Malika no time to fight back.
No, my shoes. No, bring it back, Malicious. Bring it back right now. Malicious, please come back here. Malicious, where are you?
On and on, she called and searched for Malicious, but the cat was nowhere to be found. Malika did not see the time passing, and before she knew it, it was already too late. Besides, she could not find her way back home.
What will I do now? I am so scared.
Exhausted and feeling very cold, Malika closed her eyes, held firm to a tree, and began to cry for help.
Sweet Jesus, please help me. If you help me this time, I promise I will change and will not be as naughty as I used to be.
Just then, something miraculous happened.
Are you certain you will stop being a naughty kid if Jesus comes to your rescue? Or is this just a bluff?
Oh, I promise I will change.
Well, little girl, start by opening your eyes, so you will see who you are talking to.
Is this Jesus?
No, I am not Jesus. I am the Christmas Ogre, and I came to take you to my kingdom, for you have been a very naughty child to your parents.
Very fearful, Malika opened her eyes and immediately fell to the ground at the sight of the Christmas Ogre. Before her stood the most festively decorated Christmas chariot she had ever seen, filled with as many brightly wrapped presents as you could imagine.
Hello, Malika. Happy to meet you. Call me Cece.
Call me Kiki.
And I am Bobo. Happy to meet you, Malika. I am Dodo.
And I am the Christmas Ogre, whose mission is to take naughty children away from their parents.
Please do not take me away. I promise I will change.
I have no time to discuss this matter right now. Climb into the chariot. We have a long journey ahead of us. I will deal with your case once we are done with the delivery of all these Christmas presents. You will help us go through the letters one by one and tell us the stories of these beautiful, dreamy souls.
But I need to find Malicious. The cat ran away with a pair of my magical red shoes.
Do not worry about her. She will be back sooner than you expect.
How do you know?
The Christmas Ogre and his courageous elves knows everything. Climb on, let's go now. Are we ready?
Yes, we are.
Then we must go now to deliver joy and gifts to the children around the city.
As soon as the Christmas Ogre finished speaking, the flying deers pouted the sandy ground, eager to take flight, with a happy ho 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 and a wave to his courageous elves. The Christmas Ogre signaled the start of their magical journey. Next, their chariot gracefully lifted into the air, leaving behind a trail of sparkling stardust. Up in the sky, the air was filled with the sounds of jingling bells, laughter, and the excited chatter of the elves.
These are the numerous letters we've received from the children around the city. Please help us go through them, one after the other, as we drop each children's presents.
Alright, I can do that.
As instructed, Malika went through the first letter, which was that of a little boy named Imani, who had lost both his parents and was now living with a cruel auntie. Despite his auntie's unjust treatment, all he had requested for Christmas was a set of hand mirror and hairbrush for his auntie. She had received a similar set years ago from her granddaughter. Both the hairbrush and mirror had become very old, and he wished to offer her a brand new one.
This is such a sad story, and I do not understand why the boy would want to give a gift to his auntie. She treats him so poorly.
Oh, little Malika, you still have much to learn about life. Know that darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. The same as hate cannot drive away bitterness. Only love can save his auntie, ye. Never forget that.
Arriving at their destination, the flying deers gracefully landed on the rooftop of Imani's cozy home. With the help of the elves, the Christmas Ogre was able to get hold of Imani's gift. Tossing the little boy's gift over his shoulder, the Christmas Ogre jumped out of the chariot, descended into Imani's home, and placed the little boy's present underneath the beautifully decorated Christmas tree. The next letter was that of a little boy who wanted a soccer ball. His idol was Samuel Eto'o, a famous Cameroonian soccer player who began his career playing in the streets and ended up being one of the greatest soccer players of his generation.
He is sure a dreamer.
As the saying goes, Dream big, believe big, and the result will be big.
But remember, in order to make dreams become a reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort.
I completely agree, Bobo.
After delivering the little boy's soccer ball, the Christmas Ogre walked away. The next minute, they were flying away to their next destinations. As Malika went through the kids' letter one after the other, she realized how much she had been selfish. Its story was so inspiring. Some were terribly sad, yet none of the kids ever lost hope for a better tomorrow. Her self-centeredness has caused so much pain to her parents.
What is the problem, Malika?
Nothing. I am just tired, I guess. The night has been long.
Luckily for you, we have arrived at our last destination. After this drop-off, we shall be heading to your home.
All right. The last present we have to deliver is for a girl named Kiria. She requested a kitchen playset so she could learn how to cook. She has hopes of becoming a great chef in the future, so she could cook delicious meals for her mother.
Aw, that is so sweet of her.
Yes, it is. Her mother is a single mother. She has been raising her and her siblings all by herself since their dad passed away years ago.
What a hardworking mother!
And you? Malika, do you have a gift for your mother?
No, I don't. My mother has everything she desires. Money is not a problem at our home.
Well, sometimes it is not about the money, Malika. I am sure your mother has something she greatly desires. Something that money cannot buy, maybe.
For a second, Malika kept quiet. Just then, she remembered how hard her mother had worked to become a great pianist. But 2 years ago, she had decided to abandon everything to take care of her after her accident.
I have been so selfish to mother. For the past 2 years, she put her life on standby, just for me. And all I did was think about my pain all day long.
Well, there is still time to turn things around.
What would you like to offer her for Christmas?
Well, I did not think of it until now. Mother likes gifts that comes from the heart. I am certain that if I can paint a family portrait of the three of us, then both Papa and Mama will appreciate the gesture. I will include with that a written apology and a thank you note for all they have done for me.
That sounds like a great idea to me. Let's make that happen after we have dropped off our last Christmas present.
All excited, the Christmas Ogre dropped off Kiria's kitchen playset. After which, they all took the direction to Malika's home. During the journey, Malika had some time to paint a family portrait for her parents. It was not a perfect portrait, but at least it came from the heart.
We have arrived, little girl. Because you have been good and helpful, we shall not bring you to our kingdom to be punished, but we shall let you return to your parents and be the good girl you ought to have been.
Thank you for giving me another chance. I promise to be a good girl as from today.
I will miss you, Malika.
I will miss you too. And me too.
And me too. I hope we see again next Christmas.
Malika walked back home, feeling happy and content. It had been a wonderful journey.
I wish Malicious was back with my other pair of shoes. Then I would be able to walk again.
You know, Malika, you do not need crutches nor your red shoes to walk.
What do you mean?
The pair of red shoes you have on have no magic in them. The sparkling and twinklings that you saw earlier was a way for me to make you believe the shoes were magical. But in truth, they are just normal shoes.
But I couldn't walk before.
If you are sincere with yourself, you will agree that you were scared to walk because of the tragedy that happened to you. But it's all in the past now. You have to let go, Malika. You have hung on to this tragic incident for just too long.
But someone almost passed away because of my recklessness.
But nothing of such happened. And all have moved on except you. You have to forgive yourself and move on too. There is so much more ahead of you, Malika.
But how do you know these things?
I am the Christmas Ogre. I know everything. Enough talking, Malika. Now drop those clutches and walk.
Taking a deep breath, Malika removed the one pair of red shoes she had on, dropped off her clutches, and began to walk. Just then, Malicious ran into the house.
I can walk. I can walk. Mama, Papa, I can walk.
Because of the uproar that was taking place in the living room, Malika's parents woke up and came down the stairs, only to see their daughter walking and jumping all over the place.
Oh, honey, you can walk.
Yes,
What happened?
How did this happen?
it's the magic of Christmas. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Papa, for all you have done for me. I am so sorry for all the headaches I have caused you. I promise to be a good daughter. As from today, I have a present for you both.
Oh, this is so thoughtful of you, Malika.
This is beautiful, darling.
Merry Christmas, Papa. Merry Christmas, Mama.
Merry Christmas, Malika.
Coming closer to the window, Malika smiled cheeringly as she waved goodbye to her friends. This had been the best night of her life.
I hope we will see again next year. Goodbye and Merry Christmas.
Goodbye, Malika, and Merry Christmas.
The end.